Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. That's just a collar walk for Quigley today. We're just meandering on the beach. We brought Toto with us. Hi Toto. Hi Toto, how's it going? How's it going, little guy? Quigley's having a little squeal because there's another dog walking the beach approaching us. And those little squeals he makes is him going, oh, I wanna say hello to that doggy over there. Today. Body language tells me this guy doesn't want anything to do with us, so this way, yeah, this way. We'll just keep going. This way. Little Toto's doing cartwheels, all tangled up in his leash. He's got it tangled around his foot. Yeah, Toto's a little feisty little guy. Look at him. Look at him go. Anyway, if this is your first time watching, welcome to the adventures of Quigley Woggles. And occasionally Toto. Toe biter. That's what I like to call him. He doesn't really have a last name like Quigley does. It's just Toto. It's kind of a tribute to the Wizard of Oz Toto dog. But we spell it the Māori way. We've got a native language in this country called Māori, Te Reo Māori, and Toto means barking. Morena.
It's always the little ones with the most guts though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's our guard dog,
Yeah.
and he tells Quigley what's what.
Oh really? Oh, that's good.
What's your dog's name?
Sachi.
Sachi?
Come on, buddy. Hello, dude. Oh yes, you're a lap dog when you want to be though.
Did you say Sachi?
Sachi, yeah.
Like Sachi and Sachi?
Yeah, should have got two of them. G'day, buddy. Hi.
Oh, we're going to get a tangle.
Right,
Oh, you're clever.
Yeah, I know. You're getting told, Sachi. Just consider it. Yeah, they can't play. Although... I love it. It's so gutsy.
His name means barking in Māori, Toto.
Oh, I love that too. That's the best. Appropriately named.
And the kids picked Quigley's name out of a fantasy novel that I can never remember the title of.
Oh yeah, Quigley, I've heard of it before.
Yeah.
I think I've probably heard of it in movies maybe. That could be it as well.
Well, another famous namesake was the recently resigned Reserve Bank governor. His name was Quigley. His surname.
Oh, okay.
But that only poked out to me because my dog's name's Quigley. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
Oh yeah, I think I've read it, and I think I've heard of it as a character. It's a good character name.
Oh, there's another thing. There was a division of the Ford Motor Company that made Quigley models of vehicles.
I think you're right. That's ringing a bell. I think you're right, actually. There you go. Hey.
Nice to meet you, Sachi.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys too. Toto and Quigley.
Toto and Quigley.
Alright, you have a good day.
You too. Kia ora. Hikoi. We'll go the other way. This way. Oh, that was a nice chance encounter. On our YouTube channel we have a playlist for encounters where most of the time, not all the time, sometimes I miss people, but we have encounters quite a lot during these long dog walk recordings that we make. And yeah, the best encounters at least poke out to me enough to remember, to edit them down into short little episodic episodes, which are really just edited down clips from these long form dog walk recordings that Quigley and I do. So the Do Not Disturb dog walks, I like to upload at least a 30-minute recording of a dog walk, and We decided on an upper limit of an hour, even though sometimes we do walk for longer than that. Sometimes I have recorded for like 2 hours and then split it up into 2 episodes just for the sake of not making stupidly long episodes. Anyway, it's probably a good time to do the usual rant and spiel that I do every episode. For you new viewers who may not have heard this before, but it's recorded in some point in every single episode, I will reiterate, for the sake of something to talk about, I guess, the ground rules / quality assurance guidelines of our dog walk recordings, because I want you folks to know that we have these guidelines. Trying to make them a little bit of a meme of the channel too. The number one slogan is never mind the 6 o'clock news, which is exactly what it sounds like, because I blather in Skype and tour guidey, narrate our lives during every episode and pretty much off the cuff say whatever the hell I want, but I've made it a rule that I'm not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news, so that y'all can be assured that if you come and you listen to me blather and Skype, it's really just going to be mindless, non-controversial blatherings of this random Māori guy from New Zealand walking his dog, and that's it. I don't come here to rant and rave to you about war and politics and the like, no matter how mad I am about those things in real life. The number 2 rule on our channel, pun intended, is that you get to enjoy the entire dog walk with us, pretty much. We don't really cut anything out. But we have a slogan for the number 2 rule, which is show us the poop, which is, you know, a faux reverse psychological slogan for you all to have out there in the world, because you're mad that you don't get to see the poop. You get the whole dog walk experience, but you don't get to see the dog pooping. As far as you're concerned, on this broadcast, we've got magical non-pooping dogs. But that's not true. I've just decided that from day one, I'm definitely not recording that. If my dog poops, he gets his private time off camera. Every now and again I have caught it on camera and have to edit it out. But we've become more cunning these days, and I made sure that these dogs got their private business done before we rolled camera, and that's our usual MO these days. But you never know when Quigley might surprise us, and then I have to do a little bit more work on making sure to edit that out. Well, I just try not to point the camera at it, to be honest, but every now and again Quigley does the sneaky poop on camera. Hey Quigs, this way. Yeah, so that's those 2 quality assurance guidelines, the usual talking points covered. Good, I like getting them out of the way more towards the beginning of the episode rather than meandering through the recording, feeling anxious about when to get that said and done. But yeah, you'll get used to it if you watch multiple episodes with us. At some stage during the recording, I always reiterate those guidelines. Yep, it's the ethos of Do Not Disturb Dog Walks. That this is supposed to be a pleasant, relaxing experience for the viewers, for you, the viewers. So veer away from controversy. There are some other things that I might edit out, like if we ever have encounters with nasty people, which hardly ever happens, but it hasn't never happened. I remember back to the days we were waiting for the first time for that to happen. Hey, look, a random carrot. That's random. I assume it's a carrot. It might not be. It's kind of squishy. It's got to be a carrot, right? Is that a carrot? It's a carrot, right? Toto's licking it. I better not let him lick it in case it's not a carrot. Oh, now he's picked it up. You leave it. Leave it. Walking. Be quick. What would it be if it's not a carrot? Washed up on a beach, it could be some kind of sea creature. Hey. You know, just because there's a scooter on the beach, which is a pretty random place to find a scooter, just go have a look at it. I reckon it belongs to that guy there. We'll just have a little look at it. I've been dreaming about getting one of these the past few weeks. Wow, it's a little Honda. A cool scooter. Come on then. Yeah, so this is a rare episode where Quigley's not wearing his famous YouTube red collar. We're using the decidedly very light blue collar today. We're not going over there. I can tell from their body language that they're not interested in socialising their dog with us. So, sorry dogs, we're moving on. Sorry viewers, we're moving on. It's not another friendly doggy encounter on the beach, but we do have plenty of those. Hey. Got another playlist on our YouTube channel called Walkies with Friends, which is where I get a bit more experimental with the production quality of our YouTube content, and I invite friends along to come walking with us. Some of them bring their dogs too, which is pretty cool. Bringing a dog along. I originally started out thinking that I was going to make it mandatory that, you know, if people wanted to come on the channel, they had to bring their dog or dogs. But I realised that was unnecessarily discriminatory. So there have been some episodes, there's definitely some episodes where our dogless friends have been welcome to come along too. I kind of regard those episodes as a little bit more exciting because, you know, it's a bit of a dog walking, talking podcast, so I like to say. A podcast in a sense, where we just blather and skite about whatever we want, while still adhering to the number one rule on the YouTube channel, never mind the 6 o'clock news. I inform all our guests that that's the rule. And I like that because you know, when people come for a walk with us, I want to talk about themselves and their interests in the community. The same policy applies to what I don't allow myself to talk about, which is war and politics and crisis and crap like that. There's plenty of other places on YouTube you can go for that kind of content. And also, we're not very hype. We're not trying to be a current events channel. If anything, I want this to be kind of a timeless experience, where it doesn't matter what day it is, where it doesn't matter what else is going on in the world. What we're doing and how we're feeling and what we're experiencing is the most important aspect to it, and then we'll take you to some bloody excellent, beautiful places in New Zealand. Today we're just hanging out on Pito Beach, which is our hometown beach. most of the time, because we've recorded here so many times, I don't really record around here very often anymore. But today I just couldn't resist the urge to get out and make a recording, just properly feeling it. I'm on this new regime with my relationship with slaving for a wage, where I'm doing split shifts now with hours free in the middle of the day, which is a real novelty to me. And I'm starting to think, as I get used to this new regime, about how to capitalise on it and make it more of a dog walking, more opportunities for dog walking in the middle of the day. I'm mostly thinking about travel and how much time I have available in the middle of the day and in between the split shifts at work, and whereabouts I can reasonably travel with the dogs. Well, not the dogs. I've got dogs today, plural, because I can, and Toto. There's some exercise too, but mostly it's usually just Quigley and I. And if you didn't know, we've got an electric bike. I'm going to turn this around and go back. I'm mindful that we've got Toto with us and Quigley and I can walk for hours, but Toto's got these tiny little legs. I can't afford to really have him out for too long. And saying that though, never pushed him to the point where he starts begging to be carried because he's tired. I think he's quite an energetic little guy. I don't want to wear him out. Especially during the first few years of his life while he's still growing and that, we are really conscious of not overworking him. But yeah, I think he's old enough now to handle it. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've noticed a couple of the jellyfish variety of animal washed up on the beach. So, I mean, my policy with walking dogs on the beach is that just jellyfish are off limits. No jellyfish for dogs, and they're not all poisonous, but every now and again they could be, so it's just a good policy to have. Hey doggies. Not that in our history have I ever seen our dogs try to eat a jellyfish. Never. I can't say they wouldn't try, but maybe it's just because I've never really let them get close enough to a jellyfish. Yeah, so what drives me to make this content, most of all, is thinking about people with disabilities, where, I want you to vicariously enjoy these experiences with us. I think, some of you can't, just physically cannot go the places that we go. So I'm happy to share that with you. But also just other less fortunate folks in the world. Because we live in beautiful New Zealand, I first of all think of all of the billions of people on planet Earth that don't get to come to New Zealand and won't get to come to New Zealand. want to share the sights and sounds of this beautiful country with you all. Our immigration policies are pretty strict. So even if you have the time, money and energy to come here, you might not. It's even harder to come and live here permanently. Because we're a small nation. If we opened up the borders and just said, hey, anybody can come on down here, do you know what would happen? Too many people would come because this country is so amazing. So we're quite fortunate that we were born here and live here permanently and get to enjoy this beautiful country. Here comes Sachi. Sachi is running away from Ona despite her protests to come and say hi to us again. Hey Sachi.
Yeah, I know. Come on, stop your causing making. G'day, Quigley. Yeah, no. Wants to play. Yeah. All right. See ya.
Kia ora. Ooh. Go Sachi, getting wet. What a cool guy. I think it's a guy. I mean, I really don't know. Didn't ask. And Sachi is one of those names, where it's like, is it a boy name or a girl name? It could be both, And you know how earlier when we met them, and I was like, Sachi and Sachi. Like Sachi and Sachi. And she's like, yeah, I know, we should have got two of them. And I guess both their names would be Sachi if you... Anyway, I want to just explain to you the significance of Sachi and Sachi. Sachi and Sachi, if you didn't know, is the name of a quite famous advertising media company here in New Zealand. I don't know if they have an international presence. They might, maybe. But I'll think of them as a New Zealand advertising company. And I am not deeply knowledgeable about it. I just know that they're one of the most famous advertising companies in the country, if not the most famous. Alright folks, well I have to say I consider this a crowd-funded broadcast. I'm after crowdfunding, I'm keen on that, keen as a mung bean. I'd like to quit my slave for a wage job and I'd love to do this YouTube channel every day and maybe some other artistic endeavours that I would like to pull off, and a podcast maybe, and then still participate in the charitable works that Miss Wild and I participate in. As a matter of course, don't see myself giving that up, but you know, if we could generate a decent enough income from making the dog walk content, that would be my dream come true, because this is pretty cruisy and easy. We would, if we're fully crowdfunded, we'd make much more content and probably put a lot more effort in. But as yet, during this episode at least, I don't know how far away you are in the future, dear viewers, but right now we're still in the self-funded zone, which might end up, I reckon, in the long run, being people's favourite episodes. Who knows how corrupted I will become once we start generating income from this, eh? And I'm still humming and hawing about paid promotional type things and how I'd like to achieve of those, but I'd like our channel to just stay down to earth and not all about sucking up to all of y'all for money. So we'll just keep it simple. I think we'll just keep the same formula. The only thing that I really want to improve is our ability to travel this beautiful country and take you to more amazing places. So I had a little bit of a celebrate moment yesterday evening. After all of these years of this self-funded endeavour, uploading hundreds of hours of dog walking content, we got our first financial supporter on the buymeacoffee.com crowdfunding platform, which is actually my favourite. I like it, the simplicity of it, and I was able to customise the Quigley Woggles supporter page to suggest that you buy him a treat. And our first financial supporter brought us 3 Buy Me a Coffee treats. Buy me a treat. So if you'd like to do the same, jump on in there, buymeacoffee.com/Quigley-Woggles. That'd be good. We've got a Patreon too, and I think I've got an OnlyFans. I've got an OnlyFans ready to go, but like I said, nobody's really sponsored the channel so far, so there's just really I've been pretty lackluster. I've created the accounts and then don't really interact with them much. In the future though, I hope that interacting on those channels will be necessary. I'd like to do some behind the scenes-y type content when it becomes financially viable and when time and energy allows. Oh, because Lord knows there's plenty of that. I think we want to go back inland now. Just want to make this episode, finish this episode with memorialising our first financial supporter ever to pop up and go, yeah, I bought you a treat. I bought you 3 treats on buymeacoffee.com/Quigley-Woggles. That's so good. From the user named Adamant, which is cool. That's like a cartoon character, eh? Which in itself is a play on words about adamant. The word adamant. And their Labrador dog called Luna. Yeah. So, I don't know if there's going to be a future of dropping every financial supporter's name into an episode. But shout out to you for being our first financial supporter, and may you be the first of many. Thank you very much for buying us a treat. Very much appreciated. Alright, let's walk up this bit. Yeah, it's good. I think that's why I almost wasn't going to do a dog walk today, because it's just Pito on the beach again. But yeah, that was some quite good news. Because to be fair, I've made these hundreds of hours of dog walk recordings because we just love doing it and love sharing it with the world. And it's really just really good to feel appreciated. So we're looking forward to more of that in the future. And thank you for that. Well, there's our house bus there, in case you didn't know. We live in a house bus, ready to roll on travelling the country more so than we can achieve at the moment. Ready to drive this classic old 1970 house bus around the country. Yeah. So we've done a little bit of that, and there's some documentary footages on our YouTube channel about that. If you want to look them up. One of those called The Bus Life. Hey. So at this point, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.